I think that this was this might end up being a better outcome than what we had talked about all week, which was them riding high into the offseason by finally knocking off their rival. Because I think that this served as a reminder of how much work is still left to be done. And a reminder that all these good things, which are valid, the run that they've been on, all the progress that's been made, all that progress we talked about for the last couple of weeks is still all valid. It's still all valid. But this was probably the necessary reminder you needed that you're still not that close to being a Super Bowl contender, like a real Super Bowl contender. There's a lot more work that needs to be done, and it starts, once again, with just beating the Green Bay Packers ever. This is now 10 in a row. Matt LaFleur is 10-0 against the Bears as the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Once again, you have a losing record in your own division. The Bears finished 2-4 against the NFC North now. Instead of being able to go 3-3 and say they beat all three of their rivals, didn't happen. And the fact that it wasn't even that close, that it wasn't that competitive, I mean, the amount of chats we had pregame, Bears have the better roster. No, the Bears don't have the better roster. And the scary thing is the Packers also have the youngest roster in the entire league. They are the youngest. They said this, credit to CBS, they said this in the broadcast. The Packers are the youngest team ever to make the playoffs since they started keeping track of that in 1970. And once again, we're sitting here in a situation, we got to call it as it is, guys. You can still sit here and make your Justin Fields defenses tonight. I'll listen to them. They're all valid. But Green Bay has the better quarterback. It sucks. That was not supposed to be how we were sitting here after Week 18 when the dust settled. And unfortunately, it was the reality in Week 1, and we all hated it then. And we had to admit it, but we're like, it's just one game. No, now the season's over. And once again, the Packers had the better quarterback tonight, and they've had the better quarterback for the whole season. It sucks to sit here and admit that, but I hope it's the necessary reminder. Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, Matty Eberflus, if he's still here, and he probably still will be, they all need to realize that going in the offseason. They're not as close as they think they are.
We all silly like the mayor.